Alright guys, so we're finally going to talk about WWE Payback. I know it's been a few days, I know I'm late, but a lot of you have been asking, where's your Payback review? Where's Listen, I was in Chicago for the last 2 days talking about AEW All Out, going to StarCast, I didn't have time to watch Payback, okay? Saturday, the day it happened, I was at AEW Collision. The only matches I saw that day were the main event and the opening match. Then Sunday, the day after, I saw basically the whole middle of the show. And I stopped at Raquel, and then I didn't come back to that until like yesterday/this morning. I didn't really get a chance to take in this whole show until like basically yesterday. So this is why the Payback review is coming out so late. And I know the viewership is probably not going to do as well, but it is here. We're going to talk about it. Now, in comparison to AEW All Out, I was at All Out. So I have a bit of a bias towards that show. So I feel like it's a bit unfair for me to say AEW All Out, hands down, was the better show. Also, I watched this show out of sequence, so I'm not really going to comment too much on that. My experience in watching both shows are completely different from each other. But what I can do is talk about what I saw on Payback, so let's do that. I mean, we definitely got to talk about the opening match of Becky Lynch versus Trish Stratus in the steel cage match. I recall people saying, oh, that's going to be the main event. The steel cage match is the main event, and it opened the show. Don't we just love Triple H? Like, he went from taking them off SummerSlam completely to being like, all right, you're going to open the show now. I'm almost certain they went out there with a chip on their shoulder because they killed that cage match. Trish and Becky went out there for nearly 20 minutes without any blood, without any super over the top. Well, let me not say that because there were like 2 spots in this cage match that I was pretty shocked happened, especially with Trish Stratus. One of them being like a top of the cage superplex, which technically wasn't off the top of the cage, but I'm pretty sure like either Trish or Becky were hanging from like the top, and then the other one was on the top rope, and then the superplex happened from that spot. Kind of, sort of, but like it was really cool. And then the other one that everyone's talking about, the spot where Trish is literally dangling off the side of the cell, like that was insane. Like if any misstep happened, she would be dead. I don't think I've ever seen that spot in a steel cage match, so kudos to her. They had a kick-ass match that Becky Lynch won. And after the match, Zoe Stark got in the ring. Trish didn't want anything to do with her. Zoe had enough and laid Trish out. So if this is not it for Trish, it looks like her next program is against Zoe Stark. Putting her over on the way out might be the best way to go. I'm going to give this match 4.5 out of 5 stars. It blew me away. My expectations were not low, but like mid, and they went all the way up here. Trish Stratus putting on a banger at 47 years old is insane to me. Y'all need to stop playing with Trish Stratus, for real. Y'all may not have liked her in her first run, but this is her second run, and she's out here putting on some of her best performances to date. Not every single match is a hit. Not every single match she's going to have no botches because she is 47. But the fact that she's able to have a near 5-star match with Becky Lynch at this stage in her career is, come on, show her some respect. Out here looking like this for y'all and still looking damn good doing it. Put some respect on her name. LA Knight versus The Miz with special guest referee John Cena. This I felt like was, it was pretty decent. It felt like your standard TV match, just a little bit longer given more time. LA Knight exudes charisma, and The Miz is the same except being a heel. It was a great personality clash, but that's more or less what this match was, a personality clash with John Cena thrown in the mix. John Cena was also a pretty bad referee. Like, he let a couple things slide and just turned a blind eye to a few things in this match. But overall, LA Knight got the win, and then after the match, John Cena raised his arm, passing like the 17th torch to a wrestler. I don't have too much to say about this match. Like I said, I thought it was fine. I would give this match like 3 stars. It accomplished its goal in pretty harmless fashion. Rather than go after the U.S. Championship, I see this feud is going to continue into the next pay-per-view. Not something I would do, but okay. Speaking of the U.S. title, we have Rey Mysterio versus Austin Theory for the United States Championship. This match was also okay. It's every match they've had in the past. Rey Mysterio is impressive as always, doing moonsaults and ranas and all this stuff, and then Austin Theory is just combating all that. This match is fine. It brought nothing new to the table, and Austin Theory is still not the U.S. champion because Rey Mysterio retained. I will also give this match 3 stars. It's not boring, so I can't give it 2 3/4, but it didn't really do much for me. It kind of happened. It existed on the card. This may not be in the right sequence, but we also had this segment with Cody Rhodes and Grayson Waller. The segment was used as a way to get Jey Uso on the Monday Night Raw brand. So if you wanted no further proof that they are definitely going to do Jimmy versus Jey at WrestleMania, look no further than the fact that they moved Jey Uso to the opposite brand of Jimmy Uso, basically so that way they won't run into each other until Royal Rumble season, where they can pick back up on that storyline. Which honestly is starting to devolve more than I think about it. Now Jimmy Uso is aligning himself with the blood. I don't know what's going on with this storyline. It's starting to overstay its welcome in a sense. Maybe not even overstay its welcome. It's just jumping the shark. Jey Uso on a different roster from the bloodline is going to be very interesting. We talk all day about main event Jey Uso, but we actually haven't seen a main event outside of a bloodline related match. So we'll get to see if that stays on this brand or not. Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn versus the Judgment Day for the Raw and SmackDown Tag Team Championships. This match was a lot of fun. It was a lot of plunder. It was a lot of brawling. It was a lot of weapons. It was, like I said, I think it was just a very fun match. Kevin Owens got to bleed at one point. Maybe not intentionally, but we saw some blood in this match, which added to a degree. Sami Zayn is always working that underdog babyface role. At one point, Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn put on Pittsburgh jerseys, and they started really going at it with the Judgment Day. And even though there was a lot of interference from Dominic and Rhea, like, I thought this match was really damn good. I would even say, you know what? It was a great match. It was a great match. To top the whole thing off, Finn Balor got the W. I was shocked too, bro. Bro, listen, when it comes to the alphabet, Finn Balor only knows 25 letters because W is never in the catalog. But tonight, he finally discovered a W. And the Judgment Day are now your Raw and SmackDown Tag Team Champions. Just all around really good shit with Finn Balor getting a W. This might be 4 3/4 for me. I don't think it's 5 stars. It's not quite there. But it was fun. This might be contention for match of the year along with the opening match, which maybe not match of the year, but this one definitely has match of the year written all over it. Realistically, it's not going to win because it was just a really fun street fight, but you can't come bad. This was a great match and I enjoyed it all the way through. Rhea Ripley defended her Women's World Heavyweight Championship against Raquel Gonzalez. This match had a simple concept to be big, meaty women slapping meat. This match should have been a lot like Miro versus Powerhouse Hobbs, but it kept going and going and going and going and going. It went 20 minutes. That was not necessary for this match to have gone that long. You couldn't gotten the point across with this match in half the time. Because it went so long, after a while, it started to get boring. And by the time we got to the finish with Rhea Ripley retaining, I was just kind of so out of the match. I'm going to give this match 2.5 out of 5 stars. They overdid the performance entirely. And it sucks because I was looking forward to this match. If they have a rematch, which it looks like they will, they learn from their mistakes, they cut this match in half, they go out there, they just throw lariats and fucking bam hammers at each other, and then they end it. That's what we need. We don't need 20-minute fucking matches from Raquel and Rhea. Just give us 10 and have them go out there and throw haymakers. And it's done. Seth Rollins defended the World Heavyweight Championship against Shinsuke Nakamura. This was a good match. I wasn't expecting anything like a barn burner from Shinsuke Nakamura at this stage in his career. Seth Rollins can pull it out of people, but, the memory of this match is starting to go a little hazy because it happened 2 days ago. But like I said, it was good. I don't think it was anything that was over the top. Nothing special happened here. Shinsuke aimed for the back because that was the story of the match, so it told a really good story. But ultimately, Seth Rollins came out with the win, as he should have. A little too late in Shinsuke Nakamura's career to be beating Seth Rollins and winning the World Heavyweight Championship. This should have happened at WrestleMania 34. I'm going to give this match 3.5 out of 5 stars. It was good for what it was worth, but it's nothing special. And it looks like the feud's probably going to continue as well, so alright. Time for Shinsuke Nakamura to lose the next 3 matches they have. And that was my thoughts on Payback. What did you guys think? Comment down below. Let me know. Do you guys think it was better than AEW All Out? Match of the weekend? Let me know down below. Talk more soon.